Ladies and gentlemen, now today I'm absolutely over the moon because I just managed to hit top 10 in Global PVP on the Fight Festival Normal Leaderboard. And this week is a very shaken meta, man. There's a lot of different stuff going on, but I've played so many matches today and yesterday, and it's been really enjoyable. So the team that I've been using to climb, or the setup, is the setup that we did a video on yesterday with Blue King, Red Arthur, Blue Galand, and also Green Merlin on the support. And on top of that, the PvP food that we've been using, the apple pies, and essentially the strategy is on your very first turn, because very often I'm second and I'm fighting some like even bigger whale than myself that's about like 96,000 power index. So very often like I'm turn 2 and then it's just kind of like merge one ability and then use 2 other abilities to alt rush and then use 2 ultimates and win the game. That is the strategy the majority of the time, and I'd say like we have a really decent win ratio, especially when you consider that all of these matchups have been played at Champion 1. This is not kind of low tier stuff at all. This is the top of the game against some of the hardest teams, the most equipped accounts, people that have, you know, like 6-star level 70, like fully maxed out ults everywhere. So yeah, a really good win ratio, man. Like 4 out of 5 is just absolutely fantastic there, and it's actually a little bit higher than that due to the fact that 4 of these losses were before I started using this team, like at the beginning of the week before I had Galand, and I was just playing around with like all sorts of weird and wonderful setups. So yeah, it's been working out really well, but Galand is just, he's so good. That coerce ability at the moment is just a massive counter and roadblock, because you need to get a little bit lucky, but it shuts down so many different champions. So this is the ability, which I think is just an absolutely amazing tool if you get it to proc on the right opponent, because it's completely random who this ability will land on at the start of the fight. So there's an element to RNG involved when playing Galant, but if it lands on Green Bard, man, he is just ruined, boys. So it coerces one enemy, and the affected target cannot activate debuffs when using skills and may only attack Galant. So this is basically a taunt on one target, but also that target cannot use debuffs. Also, if you're very lucky, it shuts down Red Merlin as well. Pretty much makes her very close to useless. I guess she's still got a basic and ultimate, but the value of Red Merlin, who you see like a fair bit as well, is in that freeze. And if this lands on Red Merlin, then she can't freeze. However, opponents can get around this by killing Galant, but he's a little bit tanky, man. He's certainly far from the flimsiest character in this game. He's got a little bit of beef to him, so he is a little bit difficult to kill. But I found in terms of like counters to my team and setup, so what are there? There are 2 main scenarios that I've fallen to. So those scenarios, or 3 should I say, so the first one is like lucky Jericho burst teams, man. Jericho is still ridiculously good. She has the class advantage against Galand as well. So, you know, if she gets bleed and double smack in first turn, she can one-shot my Galand. I'm just sat there like, oh, it is what it is, man. There's also the combination of Red Gotha and Red Arthur as well. Because if you draw 2 of Arthur's buff card in the first turn and then upgrade both of those, so purposely petrify Gotha and then merge that, then what Arthur can do is provide like 30% increased stats and full debuff immunity for 3 turns on all teammates, and then the game is won. And then on top of that as well, there's just bad RNG, like, you know, you definitely have it in this game. It's a card game fundamentally, so you're going to have scenarios where you just get rubbish draws and the opponent gets insane draws, and, you know, vice versa, man. We've had some dirty luck as well, but I think like an 80% win ratio at the top bracket is fantastic, boys. I'm really happy with it, and yeah, I'm just chuffed to pieces. I managed to get top 10 in normal PvP, man. Like, seeing myself at rank 7 just seems a little bit surreal, because I still feel like a massive noob who has a lot to learn at this game. But yeah, hopefully that gives you a bit of an insight. We're going to go ahead and Play a couple of matchups now, and it's also really savage because once you get like past I think about 4,200 rating, like every loss is like 30 something rating in comparison to the wins, which are like, you know, 15 rating. So yeah, it's really hard to climb up to 4.4k. And I have had matches this morning where I woke up, I literally lost like 4 in a row, and I was like, oh my goodness, does my team suck? Is today not my day? And then I won like 11 in a row after that. So it is really a mixed bag with PvP in this game. So yeah, it's just an experience to share as well. Like I definitely take my fair share of L's, and sometimes they just come back to back. They come very hard, and it just is what it is, lads. But let's have a look at this first matchup today. Hopefully I'm not going to be on a losing streak now that we've hit that record button, but there's always the chance of it, lads. There's always the chance of it. But there's, you know, that coerce RNG at the start of the match does often decide, because if it goes on somebody like Red Arthur, it's fairly useless. Oh, this team can be a bit of a threat here. There's a lot of burst damage on this Liz, but that was a relatively good placement because she can't defense down. However, she is a very powerful unit to use against this team, at least from what I've seen. Okay, so she's taunted to Galand. My turn. Oh, okay, I've got a heal on King. I think we merge heal and then... do you want to merge heal? Actually, I'm going to single target in. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to manually merge. I think we go for Hauser here. And let's... sorry, alternate play. Let's buff up King. So this, as long as he doesn't freeze my King, should be a very potent ultimate next turn, but there's a chance that he's got 2 silvers there, so are we going to get wrecked? Has he been lucky enough? Yeah, that looks like... Oh, petrified. Okay, let's see what we can do to get out of this jam. Okay, do we... use this on Galand and then double nuke in to Hauser? This actually might get Hauser down if we're very lucky here. And also gives us double ultimate next turn. Okay, or triple ultimate, should I say. You never know what's in hand, though. Okay, got a bit of a heal there. Right, how do we want to play this now? So I think we go in for Arthur's ultimate there. Should we get all the damage out of the fray, I think? And use that on Hauser. Hopefully King's... ultimate does kill Hauser there, but I think if we get those 2 down, we should be good. There we go. Nice little casual 78k crit. And Galand has no additional ult upgrades as well. He's just on the basic that you pull him from. And what on top of that as well? King's ultimate is 2 out of 6, and Arthur is fully maxed out. I've got so many Arthurs. But it looks like... it's looking promising, man. Looking promising. That King ultimate could really be devastating, though. Okay, I think we go for... I don't know if there's a play that satisfies, really. I think we go for this, though. Kind of waste the card with Arthur there. Maybe I should have purified, but that disadvantage damage is real some of the time. King would need to ult and then purify, or purify then ult. Oh gosh, that's a heal as well. Oh no! I don't know what that freeze play was for. It's a bit of a peculiar play there. Oh, but there we go. Still managed to get it done. I'm a little bit scared of King's ultimate today, just due to the fact I had a what was it, a match earlier where King's ultimate on the opposing team, he didn't have like any buffs or anything, but it like had a triple crit. It's like, bruh, really? Like all my characters are like pretty much full health. And it just wrecked the entire team. And I was like, oh man, this is horrible, horrible stuff. But there we go, a pretty nice first matchup. Should we go for one more as well? That certainly wasn't the most ideal matchup in terms of draw, but it did work out quite nicely. If you want to see some of the crazy stuff for this team, man, definitely check out the video we did yesterday. But let's go for match number 2. Maybe this is the one where I get put in my place and absolutely Tyrannosaurus wrecked. But let's have a little bit of a look at our opponents and what we're going to be dealing with. Okay, we want Coerce on King ideally. Gotha's not too bad though. We'll take it on Gotha. Okay, right. So I want to manually move for King to get 2 there, and then I want to buff up King, I think. And then who do we want to nuke into? I think, do we go for King or Deanne? That's the question. We'll do like a massive ult next turn. And then hopefully we can draw another buff as well, so we can King's ult, and then yes, and then Galand one stroke. We'll see what the plays are here. We got Deanne's upgraded. Is that gonna block attack? That's gonna block attacks on Arthur. Hopefully he doesn't use it on Galand as well. Okay. So we rush that, and then oh yeah, I got to use this on Galand. Trying to rush. Let's just make sure Deanne dies, I think is the play here. Oh man, that damage was good. Maybe I could have actually got away with using 2 Galand cards there. We set up the next turn quite nicely if we can top deck a Galand. Yeah, there we go. Question is, who do we try and take down? I think I just throw that on King regardless, just as a bit of a safety net. Gotha's not too much of a threat now. Especially if King is like guaranteed dead. Yeah, and Gotha dies of the bleed after this. Actually, unless there's a barrier. But it forces my opponent to use barrier as one of the moves. Maybe upgrade barrier. There we go. That looks like a pretty smooth match. Let's use one of Galand's abilities, one of Arthur's abilities. Galand has no buffs. So, what do I want to use? Let's just use that, and then use this, because that also merged for Kings. It's a bit of a finesse play, but maybe a bit of a BM play here, just because it gets everybody to their ult. We actually haven't had Merlin drop down yet. Well, let's go full Galand nuke. And this Merlin is just toast, mate. So you can see when you get some half decent, I guess there wasn't like anything too special about the majority of the RNG there. But for your average RNG, man, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But let's crack on. Let's go for another match. I think this might be the final one that we do in this video today, because I have been waffling on a fair bit. But I just want to start playing PvP, man. I just don't want to stop. Just freaking hooked on it. Let's have a look. We actually might be up to, when it refreshes, because the rankings refresh every 30 minutes, we might be up to ranking 6, boys. If we can win this next one. But I don't know about going for top 1 this week. The top 1 grind is mad, mate. I imagine the steeper you get up as well, the more points you lose when you lose. It's like losing 1 sets you back like almost 3 matchups. Okay, so we're getting second here. Oh, curse did not apply to Green Barn, so this is the RNG part of it. I might lose here. Like in a matchup like this, it ideally needs to apply to Green Barn or Blue King. Some people are fearlessly playing Go Through as well. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Gosh, that's a lot of upgraded cards he's got. He's sitting on a lot of silvers, mate. I imagine he's probably got a purified. We go all in for the king play. I guess that's our best play, really. Kind of forces him to do some stuff. Gives us double ult next turn. So he's got a go through if he wants to. Got 1 Gotha move and 1 Green Barn. So we're immune to that. Okay, that seems fine. Is our play to buff King here? I think the safer play is to... What do we want to get down? Do we want to get his Green Barn down? I guess there's no... Yeah. Let's go for that. The full nuke in the middle there. Should have enough damage to get even a Green Barn down. At least in my experience. Oh, I really do hope it's enough, man. If it's not enough, it's going to be not enough by the... Okay, yeah, it should be fine. It should be fine. So that just removes a huge amount of AoE damage. And then if we can... Okay, nice, we got a single strike in there. So use a couple of Arthur cards next turn, keep him alive. I'm hoping this is enough. I don't think it will be. But it may be. Maybe I should use that buff on King, actually. I wanted to keep Arthur alive next turn, though. Oh, gosh. Might be my downfall here. I think even if I used that on King, it wouldn't have been enough, so I think it was the best play. I think you can Purify and then... Gotha. Can he go straight into ult here? Yeah, he can do. We're in a little bit of trouble. Not too much, though. So I think we just use everything we have, Nuke King. I think those 2 single target ones from Galand should be enough. Oh yeah, just one of them was. Perfect. And there we go. Who's that going to petrify? I just left that on auto target. Of course it's Gil Thunder, mate. Of course it's Gil Thunder. And then next turn, ooh, we've got pretty good play, right? It's a play that will get a bit of work done. So we want to buff up Galand here. Should get Gotha down. Casual 32,000. Certainly what we like to see. And then it's going to be a nuke in with Arthur for 21k. Oh, we're done and dusted. Well, I'm very, very happy today that we did not take some fat L's on this video. But this team, again, has been about 4 out of 5 consistent, which at the top, man, I'll tell you, that is a great ratio if you've never played a card game before. Like, anything above, like, a 60, 70% win rate is in pretty good territory. 80%, that is a gold tier win rate, man. So yeah, some really, really good matches. But ladies and gentlemen, let's just have a quick look at the rankings. I don't think we're gonna go up much, but we're at, what is it, 4,458 at the moment. So if we have a look at Fight Festival Normal here, the rankings, do we go up? I think we still are. Oh, we're up to 6 as soon as this refreshes. So not too far off top 5, man. Not too far off top 5. Couple of wins there. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's PvP video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. And if you did, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Aside from that, take care. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.